Galactic Federation disclosure alert scientists are now panicking. Dear friends, a growing tremor is meticulously moving through the very fabric of your world, a subtle yet insistent vibration that those who are deeply attuned to the inner realms, to the whispers of consciousness, are feeling first and most profoundly. This is not the chilling tremor of fear or impending doom that once sent shivers through humanity in ages past, reverberating with primal anxieties. No, this is a distinct, profound tremor of awakening, a deep vibrational pulse that serves as an unequivocal signal for the activation of senses and dormant faculties long slumbering within you, preparing to unfurl like forgotten wings. This subtle yet omnipresent tremor is, in essence, the planet's own sentient recognition that something truly immense, something epical, is dramatically unfolding beneath the seemingly ordinary tapestry of daily events. Structures, both tangible and ethereal, that were once sealed away in profound secrecy, meticulously protected by layers of deliberate obscurity, intricate deception, and calculated concealment, are now beginning to yield, to visibly bend, and even fracture under the sustained pressure of a higher, luminous light that is currently flooding your reality. These hidden architectures, it must be understood, are far from being merely physical edifices or political machinations. Their true essence lies in the unresolved energy fields that swirl around humanity, in the ossified, outdated belief systems that have long constrained collective thought, in the obsolete power dynamics that once dictated societal interaction, and in the deeply rooted, pervasive collective illusions that have obscured truth for millennia. As this higher light, a beacon of pure truth and clarity, presses relentlessly against the dense, entrenched inertia of the old world, it acts like an energetic solvent, causing long-held distortions to glaringly reveal themselves, inexplicable inconsistencies to overtly surface, and the very shadows that thrive on obscurity to dramatically lose their cohesion, dissolving into the increasing illumination. Indeed, energies that have been meticulously guarded behind closed doors both literal, like secret archives, and symbolic, like unspoken agreements, are now undeniably rising into collective awareness. Initially, this influx manifests as a gentle trickle, like quiet streams tentatively carving new paths. Then, these streams merge, gaining momentum and volume, coalescing into unmistakably recognizable patterns of truth. Is it any wonder that many of you find yourselves pondering why are certain undeniable truths suddenly appearing everywhere, seemingly spontaneously combusting into public view? Why are topics once considered taboo or utterly inconceivable now being forcefully thrust into the very center of public conversation, debated on mainstream platforms? Why do subtle signs, once dismissed as mere coincidences, now seem to align with such uncanny, synchronous precision? The answer is not complex. It is because the profound transition you are experiencing and feeling in the deepest parts of your being is neither a fleeting dream nor a mere imaginative projection of wishful thinking. Instead, it is a grand calibration, a meticulous realignment of your innermost compass, your very sense of direction and purpose, with the ascending frequencies of a world that is fundamentally no longer governed by the dense, heavy sleep of forgetting, nor bound by the amnesia of its past. When you discern this significant shift, when your physical body quite literally registers new, subtle vibrations that were once entirely undetectable. Understand this profound truth: you are not simply an inert observer of this monumental change. No, you are an active, vital participant in the intricate mechanism that is actively creating and manifesting it, an essential cog in the cosmic machinery of transformation. As this energetic calibration deepens, like the unlocking of ancient vaults, sealed chambers within the vast expanse of the human psyche begin to irrevocably open. What was once meticulously stored away in darkness, if forgotten memories, unresolved traumas, ancient soul agreements, fragmented multidimensional aspects of self, or profound truths humanity was simply not yet ready or equipped to face, must now inexorably meet the full, unblinking illumination of truth. This profound process is not a forced, brutal confrontation designed to shock or dismantle. Rather, it is an organic, natural unfolding, much like a blossom unfurling its petals, gently triggered by the inexorable rising of your collective frequency, your shared vibration. Humanity's consciousness, in its burgeoning evolution, is actively unlocking its own forgotten chambers, revealing previously hidden corridors of awareness and deeper understanding that have remained sealed, untouched, since the profound fall of previous advanced civilizations. These rediscovered inner chambers contain not only deeply personal memories and individual histories, but also universal collective archetypes that resonate across all cultures, an encoded stellar heritage that speaks of your cosmic origins and long-suppressed, vital knowledge of your true place within the grand tapestry of the cosmos. As these inner rooms within the human consciousness open wide, external institutions, the very structures of your global society, are compelled to follow this same pattern of transparency. The microcosm, after all, invariably influences the macrocosm. Thus, global structures that were meticulously built upon foundations of deep secrecy, rigid hierarchy, and cunningly controlled narratives are now experiencing the exact same irresistible pressure to reveal, in full light, what lies hidden within their formidable walls. The tremor you increasingly observe manifesting in your world, the relentless leaks of classified information, the startling anomalies that defy conventional explanation, the glaring contradictions in official narratives, and the cascade of unexpected revelations are, in essence, perfect reflections of humanity's profound inner awakening. When the collective psyche opens and expands, the institutions and systems that mirror it, having been created by that very psyche, must also open and become transparent. This is precisely why so much once hidden information is now teetering on the very verge of full public exposure, vibrating with an almost palpable energy, as if it were trapped behind a thinning curtain, no longer able to effectively contain its undeniable presence. Crucially, these burgeoning revelations are not occurring because some external, omnipotent forces are demanding their disclosure from on high. On the contrary, they are manifesting because humanity's own collective energetic field, empowered by this awakening, is actively summoning them into visible, undeniable reality. It is an internal imperative, not an external imposition. And so, in this monumental transition, even the sky itself is becoming an unmistakable messenger. The movements in the heavens, those celestial dances and formations, are rapidly becoming far too synchronized, too precise, and too significant to be casually dismissed as mere happenstance. They are meticulously arranged in patterns that eerily echo ancient prophecies from forgotten texts and powerfully stir the very cellular memory encoded within your DNA, awakening ancestral knowing. Silent craft, often described as luminous and swift, are gliding above you with unusual, almost impossible precision, moving in ways that utterly bypass all traditional scientific and technological explanations, simultaneously awakening an immediate, intuitive recognition in those who remember their cosmic lineage stretching far beyond the confines of Earth. These extraordinary celestial movements are neither accidents nor coincidences in a random universe. They are, in fact, part of a meticulously coordinated symphony, a grand orchestrated performance designed with the singular purpose of activating humanity's deeper sight, an innate ability to perceive truth beyond the mundane. As more and more eyes instinctively turn skyward, drawn by an inexplicable pull, more and more hearts begin to undeniably notice patterns that can no longer remain hidden. These are patterns of intricate geometry, radiant light, and profound motion that communicate intricate information without the need for any spoken language, resonating directly with the soul. These visual transmissions, like ancient glyphs brought to life, evoke a powerful remembrance, a sudden recall of forgotten truths, thereby propelling humanity toward a state of readiness that higher realms and benevolent beings have anticipated, nurtured, and guided for generations upon generations. Every perfectly synchronized formation, every inexplicable anomaly, every unexplained glow that subtly or strikingly illuminates the night sky is a clear, unequivocal sign that the once impenetrable veils between your perceived reality and the broader, multidimensional realities are rapidly thinning, becoming translucent. You are, in essence, entering a sacred corridor where the traditionally separate physical dimension and the expansive multidimensional realms are beginning to intricately intertwine, to merge and dance. What was once perceived as utterly separate is now converging with astonishing speed and grace. What was once invisible, beyond the grasp of your senses, is now preparing to become undeniably, palpably real and visible to all. And those who vibrantly carry the unique frequency signature of starseeds and light workers feel this powerful convergence most intensely, most viscerally. This is because their deep inner guidance, their soul's compass, has been patiently waiting, yearning for this exact pivotal moment of planetary transformation. This, beloved friends, is the unequivocal dawn of revelation, not as a single cataclysmic event, but as a continuous, ever-accelerating unfolding, a majestic process into which you are now, quite literally, fully stepping, becoming an integral part of its grand design. You may have distinctly noticed, dear one, that unusual and often inexplicable transmissions are beginning to appear in places where, logically, no such transmission should or could exist. They manifest in myriad forms as unexpected, profound sensations rippling through your being as sudden, crystalline intuitive downloads that instantly imbue you with new knowledge as subtle, almost glitch-like ripples in the very fabric of the air around you, or as delicate, energetic tones that seem to hum just beneath the threshold of audible reality, a silent song only your soul can hear. These profound signals are unequivocally not random distortions, mere static in the cosmic broadcast. Rather, they are integral components of a far greater, meticulously orchestrated unveiling. Frequencies that were once meticulously reserved for only the most deeply embedded observers, those select few positioned in the hidden, often clandestine corridors of your planetary structure, privy to classified information, are now, through this natural process of energetic osmosis, bleeding into spaces that are becoming increasingly accessible to the collective consciousness. And this profound shift, it cannot be emphasized enough, is certainly not happening by accident or chance. Indeed, it is the natural and inevitable byproduct of humanity's rising consciousness, a beautiful bloom in the garden of evolution. As humanity collectively ascends to a higher bandwidth of perception, expanding its capacity to receive and process information, the very energetic walls that once rigidly kept different layers of information and different dimensions of reality strictly separate begin to perceptibly thin, becoming permeable. And those individuals with sensitive hearts, whose energetic antennae are naturally finely tuned, feel this profound shift and sense its implications long before it becomes visible or tangible to the wider world, precisely because their physical and energetic bodies are inherently encoded, intricately designed to detect and respond to energetic truth. Starseeds, grid keepers, and other awakened souls, by virtue of their unique energetic makeup and soul contracts, are consistently the first to register these burgeoning signals. You may experience them as distinct physical vibrations coursing through your form, as moments of sudden, profound clarity that illuminate complex issues, as meaningful shivers that resonate with deep truth, as vivid dreams that feel less like fantasies and more like direct instructions or guidance, or as powerful waves of inner knowing that surge through you with no discernible physical cause. You feel these extraordinary things with such intensity and recognition because, in the grand cosmic tapestry, you are always inherently part of the original divine design, a crucial component of this unfolding plan. You were, from the very beginning, designed with the innate capacity to receive these transmissions, to serve as energetic conduits, even during those times when the rest of the world still firmly believes that absolutely nothing unusual or extraordinary is occurring. As these profound frequencies steadily grow stronger and more pervasive, information that was once meticulously encoded and safeguarded for only a select handful of initiates, for those few in the know, begins to radiate outward, dissolving the ancient, artificial boundaries that once strictly separated the initiated from the uninitiated, the aware from the oblivious. You may increasingly find yourself possessing an intrinsic understanding of complex subjects you have never formally studied, spontaneously remembering profound truths you seemingly never learned in this particular lifetime, or making intricate connections that appear to be guided by an invisible, benevolent hand. This is not, beloved, mere imagination or a fanciful delusion. It is the undeniable, powerful phenomenon of resonance, your inner being vibrating in perfect harmony with the emerging universal truths. And now, beloved, you are truly beginning to hear what was never meant to be heard, to perceive what was diligently hidden, as the cosmic symphony of truth rises to an audible crescendo. To be audible, yet this hearing transcends the mere reception of sound waves. It is the profound hearing of the soul itself. It manifests as an innate recognition of intricate patterns woven into the fabric of reality, a deep perception of encoded meanings hidden just beneath the surface, and an extraordinary ability to read subtle energies with the same fluidity and comprehension one might apply to deciphering a meticulously written message. When you deliberately choose to tune into these ethereal, subtle transmissions, often imperceptible to the uninitiated, you are, in essence, aligning your energetic signature with the very frequencies that the higher realms utilize to communicate, to impart wisdom, and to interact with the physical world. Is it any wonder, then, that you might increasingly feel an immense, almost palpable energy building behind the scenes, a sense that something monumental is stirring? It's as if reality itself has begun to engage in a profound dialogue with you, speaking not in words, but in a rich tapestry of resonant symbols and perfectly timed synchronicities that seem to appear precisely when you need them most. What was once meticulously hidden away in encrypted channels, shielded by layers of complex obscurity, is now gracefully dissolving, like a morning mist touched by the dawn, into the vast expanse of collective awareness. You are not just observing, you are actively hearing the very first, resonant notes of what promises to be a magnificent symphony of revelation. A grand composition unveiling long-held truths. Please do not allow anxiety or confusion to take root if some of these initial transmissions appear strange, illogical, or even utterly incomprehensible. This is not a sign of your failing, but rather an indication that your physical body, along with your entire energetic system, is undergoing an intensive recalibration, adjusting to new bandwidths of perception. And absolutely do not doubt yourself if you find you are feeling, perceiving, or intuitively knowing things that others around you do not yet register. You are simply ahead of the curve, a pioneer on the leading edge of this perceptual shift. The pure, radiant light residing within your being is now actively functioning as a sophisticated receiver, diligently translating these higher dimensional signals into forms of intuitive recognition that resonate deeply within your core. This truly is the elegant process through which the new world is gradually emerging, not through abrupt, startling announcements that would overwhelm the unprepared, but through a steady, incremental increase in humanity's perceptual bandwidth. This awakening process initiates with the star seeds, those sensitive vanguard souls, and then gracefully expands, ripple by ripple, to encompass the broader masses. A select few were never intended to forever bear the solitary burden of holding these potent frequencies. They served merely as diligent guardians, stewards of this sacred knowledge, until humanity collectively reached a state of readiness. And now, beloved souls, that moment has arrived. You are ready. The transmissions, vibrant with new information, are flowing abundantly, unimpeded. The very frequencies of the planet are visibly rising, and the collective human consciousness is beginning to stir, to awaken to profound truths that, until recently, only the most sensitive among you were able to perceive. Deep within the very structures that have painstakingly shaped the contours of your world, deliberately concealed behind thick curtains of silence and secrecy, certain souls are stirring, awakening to the echoes of their original sacred agreements. These are not random individuals, rather, they are beings who incarnated strategically, choosing lives purposefully embedded within the very institutions designed to maintain secrecy, to guard advanced, often forbidden, knowledge, or to meticulously manage the flow of hidden information from behind the scenes. For many years, during the early parts of their lives, a significant number of these individuals did not consciously remember their profound purpose. They moved quietly through their assigned roles, observing the world with a persistent, nagging feeling of being out of place, an unspoken question lingering in their hearts, or simply wondering why their awareness remained uncomfortably active, always seeking, always perceiving more than was openly presented. But now, precisely because the collective frequency of humanity has surged and risen beyond its former restrictive thresholds, these carefully placed souls are beginning their profound awakening. Their memories, both those originating from their earthly incarnations and those spanning vast cosmic time lineaire, resurfacing with breathtaking, stunning clarity. Their internal whispers, which were once nothing more than subtle, private nudges felt only in the quiet sanctuary of their own hearts, are now commencing to reverberate, to echo with growing power through the very foundations of the entrenched old systems. And these echoes are more than mere sounds, they are potent disruptors. They actively destabilize fixed timelines that were meticulously designed to suppress truth, to maintain control, and to keep humanity in a state of slumber. Their emergent voices, often rising at precisely the most critical, pivotal moments, trigger structural shifts within these old systems that, once initiated, simply cannot be undone. You might begin to notice, with increasing frequency, sudden and unexpected information leaks, unusual and compelling testimonies, surprising admissions from unlikely sources, contradictory official statements that reveal cracks in previously solid narratives, or compelling insider accounts appearing precisely when they are most needed to illuminate a particular truth. Do not mistake these for mere coincidences or random occurrences. These are, in fact, the resounding thunderclaps of awakened souls, fulfilling sacred agreements made countless eons before their current incarnation. As these courageous individuals rise to meet their purpose, they carry with them memories so potent they actively shake the very architecture of secrecy from within its own carefully constructed walls. They remember technologies humanity has not yet been permitted to see, innovations that could revolutionize your world. They remember hidden collaborative encounters, clandestine partnerships that shaped history. They recall buried histories, timelines that were deliberately altered, and the silent, often unseen stewardship that profoundly influenced your species' evolution. And now, because the overarching timeline has reached its predestined activation point, these powerful, vital memories no longer merely exist, they demand expression. They yearn to be spoken, to be known, to transform the collective understanding. These individuals do not speak out of a spirit of rebellion or defiance in the conventional sense. They speak because their inner clocks, finely tuned to cosmic rhythms, have struck the hour of truth. The universe itself, in its magnificent orchestration, is signaling with undeniable clarity that the protracted cycle of concealment is inexorably closing. And as they bravely step into their preordained roles as steadfast anchors of truth and profound timeline transformers, the stark divide between the crumbling old world and the vibrant, emerging new world becomes startlingly undeniable, visible for all who choose to see. Their testimonies, it must be acknowledged, may not always sound polished, perfectly organized, or flawlessly articulate. Many of them grapple with the sheer enormity of the truths and responsibilities they carry, often struggling to find the right words to convey such profound concepts. However, perfection in articulation is not the requirement. The raw, pure, vibrational energy of truth itself is more than enough to pierce through any resistance. Every whispered truth, no matter how soft, becomes a foundational tremor. Every tremor, gaining momentum, becomes a rising wave. And every wave, gathering an unstoppable force, culminates into a thunderous roar that rolls across the entire planet, echoing in every conscious heart. And you, beloved starseed, are uniquely positioned to feel these energetic thunders reverberating deep within your own body. This is because your intricate system is inherently programmed, like a highly sensitive instrument, to detect the subtle, yet powerful, dismantling of old constructs and outdated paradigms. You are not merely observing, you are a conscious witness to a magnificent, epical unveiling not of chaos and destruction, but of profound revelation and clarity. The inner agents of awakening, those strategic souls planted within the systems, are now powerfully rising. Their ancient agreements are activating with precision, and the undeniable truth they carry within their very beings can no longer, under any circumstances, be contained. Every great collective shift in human history, without exception, invariably begins with the appearance of subtle cracks in the seemingly impenetrable facade of the established order, cracks so minute and inconspicuous at first that the vast majority of people either fail to notice them or simply choose to ignore their significance. But you, the awakened, with your heightened sensitivities, instinctively notice them. You feel an undeniable dissonance, an internal misalignment, when something no longer resonates or aligns with the crumbling old model. You possess an innate ability to sense the profound fracture of outdated narratives, those stories that once held humanity captive. And now, those subtle cracks are demonstrably widening, transforming into undeniable, visible fractures as humanity's collective frequency continues its unstoppable ascent. This is not a random occurrence, it is the natural, inevitable consequence of a world gracefully entering its next evolutionary octave, a higher vibrational state. What was once meticulously held together by an intricate web of secrecy, the pervasive grip of fear, and a painstakingly manufactured consensus, is now, quite simply, unable to maintain its fragile structure. The radiant vibration of the collective heart field has become undeniably potent, too strong for the old to resist. The pure, transformative light continuously entering your planet has intensified far beyond any previous thresholds, illuminating every hidden corner. As this elevated, cleansing energy relentlessly sweeps through your world, the very systems that were so cleverly built upon foundations of concealment and manipulation cannot, by their very nature, withstand its immense, purifying pressure. They begin to visibly waver, to falter, inexorably exposing their inherent weak points and vulnerabilities for all to see. You can observe this unfolding phenomenon in the sudden, glaring inconsistencies emerging within public narratives, the unexpected and often bewildering reversals of long-established positions or policies, the unanticipated release of once untouchable, highly classified documents, the dramatic unmasking of long-protected, clandestine operations, and the palpable confusion now permeating the ranks of those who once spoke with an air of unshakable certainty and absolute authority. Understand this deeply. These are not isolated, random events without connection. Rather, They are the natural, organic expressions of an entire system inexorably entering a destined corridor of unmiskinga passageway from illusion to truth. And beloved souls, this corridor of unmasking is expanding and accelerating at a pace far swifter than your entrenched institutions can possibly adapt to. Revelations are multiplying and accelerating week by week, almost day by day, precisely because the dense, heavy energy of untruth is inevitably collapsing under its own suffocating density, unable to sustain itself in this new light. Every act of concealment, every sustained lie, demands an enormous, constant energetic effort to be maintained and enforced. And that colossal energetic effort is quite simply no longer available or sustainable at the planet's current higher frequency. Light, by its very nature and divine design, inherently exposes. Truth, by its own undeniable essence, always rises to the surface. As the collective consciousness continues its ascent to a higher vibrational resonance, the shadows, which thrive on lower frequencies, can no longer effectively hold their distorted, fleeting forms. They simply dissipate. This is precisely why you feel events accelerating, why profound revelations appear in rapid, interconnected clusters, why anomalies multiply with astonishing frequency, and why those still rigidly anchored in the old, fear-based paradigm increasingly feel a profound sense of overwhelm, disorientation, and unease. You are not imagining this acceleration. This palpable quickening it is profoundly real. You are not imagining the grand unveiling it is actively unfolding before your very eyes. You are not imagining the palpable thinning of the veil between worlds. It is an intrinsic, vital part of the planet's magnificent ascension cycle. In this pivotal corridor of unmasking, you, the starseeds and light workers, have an utterly essential, irreplaceable role. You are the steadfast stabilizers of the collective energy, the anchors that prevent the ship from capsizing. You bring vital coherence and calm amid the storm of revelation. You bravely hold the frequency steady, radiating peace and truth so that the world does not collapse in a paralyzing fear or widespread panic as the truth emerges in its full, sometimes daunting, glory. Your unwavering presence, your very being, ensures that humanity moves through this transformative corridor with grace, with resilience, and with an emerging sense of peace, rather than succumbing to panic. And envision the grand spectacle as the meticulously woven tapestry of long-held illusions begins to unravel before our very eyes. Not in a sudden, catastrophic tear, but with a deliberate, almost poetic grace. Each mask, be it a deeply ingrained misconception, a cherished narrative, a societal construct, a personal limitation, or even a comforting falsehood, descends, not in a chaotic cascade, but precisely one by one, revealing the subtle mechanisms beneath. Like the careful peeling of an onion, layer by layer, the obscuring veils diminish. What hidden truths, what profound insights have these carefully constructed facades long concealed from our collective consciousness? As each veil thins and falls, you, the discerning observer, will begin to perceive beyond the immediate visual spectacle. A profound inner knowing will awaken, allowing you to recognize, with crystalline clarity, the profound, underlying deeper purpose orchestrating this grand unveiling. This isn't merely about seeing something new, it's about understanding the why behind its emergence, the fundamental intention guiding this transformative process. For some, the initial glimpse of what lies beneath might indeed evoke a jolt, perhaps even a tremor of discomfort or disbelief. But let it be unequivocally clear, the ultimate intention behind this majestic process is not to induce fear, chaos, or shock humanity into submission. Far from it. This intricate dance of revelation is, at its very core, an act of unparalleled benevolence designed to free it, to liberate humanity from the chains of ignorance, from the shackles of programmed thought, from the heavy cloak of fear, and from the limitations imposed by a reality that was never entirely whole. Is true freedom not worth a temporary jolt of awakening, a moment of startling clarity? Understand this pivotal distinction. This magnificent unmasking is not the grand finale, the ultimate conclusion of a cosmic drama. No, it is merely the dramatic overture, the seminal moment marking the beginning of something far more profound. It signals the commencement of your deeply personal, yet universally shared, pilgrimage. It is your return, a homecoming, if you will, to a state of reality as it truly is. Imagine stepping out of a dimly lit cave, having spent ages observing mere shadows on a wall, and then suddenly witnessing the unfiltered brilliance of the sun, the vibrant hues of the true world. This is not just a shift in perspective, it's a complete recalibration, an invitation to dwell in the authentic, unadulterated truth of existence, free from the distortions that once obscured its inherent splendor and limitless